to Neta's EduSeeker for the quality education. This is class 9th Political Science. Today we will deal with the chapter number 3. The chapter name is Constitutional Design. See the very first page of the textbook. Chapter 3, Constitutional Design. Now students, see, this is the glimpse of the major titles we are going to discuss today. As the screen shows, Constitution, first of all we will discuss the meaning, need of the Constitution and its importance. Then we will discuss about the making of Constitution of India, its Constituent Assembly, preamble to the Indian Constitution. And the third topic that is also very important, Constitution of South Africa. Here we will discuss about apartheid and the contribution of Dr. Nelson Mandela. Let's start the topic. First, we will discuss what is the meaning of the Constitution. Actually, students, Constitution is a set of rules and regulations, and we also call this a supreme law. According to this, a country is being governed and the people follow it. Students, Constitution may be written or in the oral form. You know, the Indian Constitution is in the written form and the Constitution of Britain, that is in the oral form. Let's see what is the need of the Constitution. First of all, I would like to discuss here the major rules, regulations or some laws. They are very helpful to maintain the discipline. Either it is the discipline or law and order in the country, or it is in the institution, school, college, even homes. We need few rules and regulation to make the work proper. Same here in a country. The Constitution is needed to maintain discipline, law and order and peace in the country. Let's see the need of the Constitution in the detail. Actually, Constitution defines the role of legislature, executive and judiciary, and it tells how they should be formed and by whom they should be formed. Second, it talks about the rights of the citizens and their protection. This is totally different from any other law. Constitution also lays down how different organs of the government will be formed. It also limits the power of the government. Let's discuss the importance of the Constitution. The Constitution is very important to maintain peace, discipline and proper work and order. First, it generates a degree of trust, coordination that is necessary for different kind of people to live together. Second, it specifies how government will be constituted, who will have the power to take which decisions. Third, it laid on the limits on the power of the government and tells us what the right of the citizens are. And the fourth, it expresses aspirations of the people about creating a good society. So students, it's very important to learn the importance of the Constitution. Let's see who is the father of Indian Constitution. See the picture of the person. Do you know who is the person? This is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He is known as the father of Indian Constitution because of his key role in making the Constitution. See, along with the picture of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the page is shown here from the NCERT book. You should go through the chapter also. Now we will discuss Constituent Assembly. This Constituent Assembly, it was chaired by Dr. Rajendra Prasad. You must remember who was Dr. Rajendra Prasad. He was the first president of independent India. This Constituent Assembly actually was an elected body. Its elections were held by July 1946. Its first meeting was held in December 1946. It has 299 members. See the students, near about 300 members were there, but later on these members were divided. Why these members were divided? Because of the Muslim League. Actually, Muslim League demanded for the separate state, that is Pakistan. That's why few members left the Constituent Assembly. This Constituent Assembly wrote the Constitution and adopted it on November 26, 1949. Students, remember the day. On this day, the work of Constitution was completed. It was applied in the whole country on January 26, 1950. Now, we will discuss about the drafting committee. This drafting committee actually prepared the draft for discussion. This drafting committee was chaired by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. After taking several rounds of thorough discussions clause by clause, this committee worked for near about 2 years, 11 months, 18 days, that is about 3 years. They worked for near about 3 years to complete the whole constitution. And you will be wondered to know that more than 2000 amendments were done. All these amendments are preserved in 12 bulky volumes of the Constituent Assembly debates. Here is a question now. Why was it imposed on January 26, 1950? Students, as we have discussed, the whole constitution work was completed on November 26, 1949. But it was imposed on January 26, 1950. So question is there, why the delay of 2 months? Why we have chosen the date January 26? We also can impose the constitution on the same day when it was completed. But the Indian leaders, they choose the January 26, 1950 because this date was having the historical importance. You know, students, on this date, 26 January, during 1931, the freedom fighters along with Jawaharlal Nehru and other leaders, they declared complete independence. They also celebrated the day as the Complete Independence Day. So to make the day memorable, we choose the date 26 January. This 26 January is known as the Republic Day. Now we will discuss the preamble of the Constitution. See the preamble to the Constitution. Actually, preamble is the preface of the document. You can say it is the mirror or the introductory part of the Constitution. This preamble is very important because it describes the true nature of the Constitution. It provides standards to examine and evaluate to any law and action of the government. Preamble to the Constitution is very important because it is a shining example of this and states clearly the justice, liberty, equality, fraternity, and also promote the secularism, socialism, democracy. So these words are the guiding values of the preamble. See the guiding values of the preamble which are written here. Very clearly you can read the values from the NCERT book. Page I have shown here, and also the picture of the preamble is given here. The guiding values, justice, liberty, equality, fraternity, these are shown here. These are the very important terms. You know, students, the Indian Constitution, which was framed by the Constituent Assembly, it is known as the bag of borrowing. Why we used to call it a bag of borrowing? Because Many terms we have taken from the other countries. Now see the list of the prominent members of the Constituent Assembly, those who contributed to make the Constitution. See here on the screen: B.N. Rao, Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, J.B. Kripalani, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad, and so many other members. Now we will discuss the very important topic of the chapter, that is Constitution of South Africa. See the picture. Can you identify the person which is shown here in the picture? This is Dr. Nelson Mandela. See what is said about the Indian Constitution. The Indian Constitution provides inspiration in the preparation of new South African Constitution. Actually, students, these words are said by Dr. Nelson Mandela because he was so inspired by the Indian Constitution, and the very important thing is there, he was a follower of Gandhiji. Now see, Constitution of South Africa. Actually, it was prepared under the major political party of South Africa, that is ANC, African National Congress. This was also known as the Umbrella Organization of South Africa. Under the leadership of Dr. Nelson Mandela, the South Africa prepared its constitution, but there was a biggest racial discrimination known as apartheid. From 1948 to 1990s, the single word apartheid, it dominated the life in South Africa. By the racial discrimination, it kept the black majority under the white minorities. Means there was the discrimination on the basis of skin color. The white people used to exploit the black people. The non-white people, means the black people, they were treated as very inferior people. They were not allowed to share the white areas, hotels, parks, beaches, churches, markets, etc. And blacks could work in the white areas only and only if they had a permit to work here. So this was a racial discrimination in the South Africa. Now see, under this situation, how the democratic constitution was prepared in South Africa. Students, see the wording. Actually, these are the words of the speech of Dr. Nelson Mandela. I have fought against white domination and I have fought against black domination. Actually, he opposed the apartheid. For this, the Mandela was also imprisoned. In 1964, he was sent in the jail and he spent 28 years in the jail. Let's see the major features of South Africa's constitution. Actually, students, this constitution was the finest constitution of the world. African National Congress, the party, led the freedom struggle. All the freedom fighters and the members of the party, they sat together to draw up a common constitution for the country. After the work of 2 years and debates, discussions, the finest constitution of the world was prepared. After the emergence of new democratic South Africa, the black leaders, they appealed to forgive the whites for the atrocities they had committed over the blacks. And this constitution gave its citizens the most extensive rights. Together, they decided that all citizens will be included for the solution of any problem. Now we will see the important terms. Let's see the important terms of the chapter. These are very important from the point of view of examination. Sovereign. The word sovereign means the people have supreme right to take the decisions. Then the word republic. Under this, the head of the state is an elected person. It's not any hereditary king or queen. The word fraternity means the people should live like brothers and sisters. Actually, the word fraternity means the feeling of brotherhood. The last word is shown here, secular. Secular means government will not favor any religion. Means there will be no official religion by the government, but government permits all the people to follow any religion. Let's see the constitutional design and the major members. See here on the screen, the very first name is Motilal Nehru. He was the father of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. He first prepared the constitution in 1928. Then see Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He was the chairman of drafting committee. The third one is Dr. Rajendra Prasad, president of Constituent Assembly. Students, don't mingle these two terms. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was the chairman of drafting committee and Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the president of Constituent Assembly. So there is another important name that is the women member of Constituent Assembly is Mrs. Sarojini Naidu. Let's have the glimpse over the glossary words. These glossary words are already given in the NCERT book. So students, don't forget to learn these words. Thank you students for listening the lecture. Soon we will be there with the new chapter. Till that, stay connected and don't forget to like, share and subscribe the channel.